Serena Williams just launched a new makeup line called Win, so let's try these products out. Hey Socialites, welcome back, and if you're new here, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle, so if those are the type of videos you enjoy watching, I would love you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. Okay Socialites, so I'm super excited for this video. I did pick up 5 products from the line. Now I picked these products up on the morning that the line launched, and when I got to Ulta, went through the products that I felt like I wanted to use that would work best for me. And when I went to check out, they really didn't have all of the products in the system to check out. So basically they told me they couldn't sell it to me and that they could order it online and have it shipped to me. But obviously, since I went in the store to match myself, I kind of wanted the experience of leaving with the products. Didn't really see why they couldn't just put the price in the system and ring it up that way and take care of the details later. So eventually they figured it out. They ended up just making some stickers and putting a price tag on there, which is, you know, what I expected them to do since they didn't have the information in the system. But anyways, we got it done, and they were really nice about it. Honestly. So let me show y'all what I got. So first thing is the Win Beauty sunscreen. It's a skin tint with SPF 30 in it. They had 36 shades of the skin tint, and y'all, probably like 2 or 3 of them sort of matched me. And so I had a time trying to pick it out because it was so many shades that, you know, in African American skin tones. So they did a good job with that part. Here's the packaging. It's this lime green or yellowish packaging that I think is really cute. It's just the standard cardboard box. And then it has your shade at the top. I did pick up 330 Pinnacle. And I think when I looked online the night before, I would have gone with either 300 or 330. So I wasn't too far off from what I saw online. So they did a pretty good job of matching the models online with what you actually swatch in the store. Y'all know how that could be. So this is the actual product packaging. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then there's an opening with your shade on the side, and it is just like a plastic sort of situation. You pop the top off. Is it? No, it's not magnetic, but it does fit pretty decent on there, and it does have a pump. And it's called Featuring You Hydrating Skin Enhancing Tint. That's the name of the skin tint. And then I also picked up a multi-use pigment, and this is the MVP Most Versatile Pigment. This is a lip and cheek color. So they had quite a few shades in this that I showed you guys in that YouTube short that I posted on this. I think they had about 10 shades in this one to choose from, somewhere around there. A lot of bright colors too. So I went with more so this neutral shade, and so that's what it looks like. Hopefully this will show up on my skin, but I had been picking up so many bright colors and these lip and cheek stains lately from other brands. And so I thought I'd get something a little bit more natural. And the name of this shade is Cross. I ended up picking up the lip serum because in her lip products, I think she had some glosses and some like matte lipsticks, which were all bold, bright colors. There were a couple neutrals that were on the darker spectrum of nude, which I think would work well for, you know, the ladies that are her skin tone and darker. But for like my skin tone and lighter, our nudes should probably be a little bit lighter than that. Possibly on her website, she'll have like the lighter spectrum of nudes. I'm not sure. Actually, let me take a look. Okay, so it does look like my Ulta had the full range. So only thing about her lipsticks and lip glosses is these shades are either really bright, bold shades like bold pinks, purples, see some reds in here, but the nudes are like on the brown, like the darker spectrum. So it's interesting. Typically when a makeup line comes out, they have more nude shades than anything, and then they have the lighter nudes too. So these nudes, unless you like a dark lip color, which is not really trending right now, to be honest. Some people wear them. I wear them on occasion, usually like in the winter months, but in like the spring, summer, I don't really wear dark browns and stuff like that. So I would love to see her add like some lighter colored nude shades for like my skin tone and much lighter. So this is the No Words Needed lip serum. So I decided to pick up the lip serum because of that sort of shade issue with the lip products. And this is it. Is this not cute? That is so cute to me. It has a little frosted situation. So let's swatch it. So it's like a clear with a slight pinky tint. Let me see how it feels actually. It's okay, feels like a regular oil. The lip serum, okay, that's why it feels like that. It's a serum. So it's $18. I think the packaging is really cute. The wand is super tiny though, and it feels really flimsy, but love the outer packaging, is so cute. So I picked up a concealer, you guys. So this is the packaging for the concealer, and this is the shade I picked up, and the shade is 300. So that's 300. One thing, it took me a little bit to sort of figure out which shade to get for the concealer, because the one that's one shade lighter than 300 is really light, and I wanted sort of like a more natural highlight with the concealer, not something super light. And I picked up 300 because it was the best option, but I wished, like, imagine this right here. Now we're definitely going to make it work, but I wish it was in a neutral shade instead of so yellow looking. Hourglass concealer does the same thing. So the shade that I wear in Hourglass concealer is Maple. I never wear the Hourglass concealer, even though the formula is great, because Maple is so yellow and golden. And then the shade that's one shade lighter is really light. So I wish they had like a maple-ish shade that was like a neutral shade. So the same thing I would say about this, like if we could get something neutral that more so resembled this light part in my skin with not so much golden in there, would be great. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna work out. You know, we know how to make it work. So next is the brow pencil, you guys. So I picked up dark brown in the brow pencil, and it's one of those brow pencils that has not the skinny tip, but you know how a lot of companies have two types of brow pencils. One that's like the thicker, a lot of makeup companies have these, and then they usually always have the one with the skinny tip too. So her line started off at least with just this one. We're gonna start off with the skin tint. I don't have anything on my face except the moisturizer. I don't want to prime because we want to see how long this lasts on the skin. Now I did see a little clip on her Instagram, on the Win Instagram, where she said she wanted something that could be more so for when you're active. So I'm assuming this is long wearing. But I'm not sure. The website doesn't say it's long wearing. It says that you get, I want to say 36 or 24 hours of hydration, but it doesn't say how long wearing it's supposed to be. So I'm starting off with one pump in the areas that I need the most coverage first, and it is on the watery side. It's like a watery consistency. I love how neutral this shade is. I'm a bit warm. It's starting to get hot outside, and so I get really red in the summertime. But no matter how red I get, I still don't like getting like a warm foundation. I more so like to, you know, neutralize my skin before I wear a warm or a red tone foundation. So the claims is that this product gives you a natural radiant finish, so far seeming really sheer. So we're gonna see if we could build it up a little bit more. So that was one pump. We're gonna do one more pump. So I'm gonna grab a brush that's a little bit more dense. This is a Nika K brush, but it's like one of my most dense brushes in my collection, to see how much we can really build up the skin tint. But I mean, it's not made to give a lot of coverage. It's supposed to be like one of those sheer skin tints. It does look like it's oxidizing, y'all. It's starting to look a little deeper and more brown on me. I may have been 300 and not the 330. Yeah, it's definitely getting darker as we go. Yeah, even on my hand, turn like brown. So concealer, remember we got shade 300 in the concealer. So let's test this out. So this is really golden for my taste. The skin tint is sheer. The concealer is definitely full coverage. So if you have like dark circles you want to cover or anything like that, you could probably achieve that with this because this provides a lot of coverage. So we're going to take the Amicole translucent powder. It doesn't seem to apply really even, splotchy. So this is my Ariell brow glue I'm using to brush my brows up. So let's try the brow pencil, y'all. Let's see what the brow pencil gives. I'm not used to working with a pencil that's this thick on the tip, just to be honest. And if you watch me, you know that usually my brow pencils are like the Sephora collection brow pencil or the Benefit brow pencil that have like skinny tips on them. So this kind of larger size one, which I know a lot of brands do make this size too, but I never actually bought one. So it almost applies kind of like a crayon. And so when I do my brows, I like them to be a little bit more precise. And so with this size of tip, it's sort of difficult for me to achieve that. This is just giving too much, almost like a crayon, just for how I apply my brows. So this is with 2 layers of the skin tint. So as you can see, it's really sheer. We can still see all of my pigmentation through the skin tint. So it's a true sheer to almost medium buildable coverage. So let's try the lip cheek stain. So it does have a little radiance to it, sort of like the NARS Afterglow. So the blushes are sheer and radiant. Like my pores emphasized here. So I'm not sure if that's sort of the skin tint or the blush or like a reaction of the two together. So I'm gonna see about maybe exchanging some of these shades for different shades and we'll try them out later, but this is just my first impression. So the skin tint oxidizes, you guys, so you're gonna have to, when you swatch it in the store, you may think you're one color, so go ahead and play it safe and get one shade lighter. Could have been the lighting in the store, I don't know, but we tried so many of them. I really tried to get close. So I'll probably be 300 instead of the 330. The concealer in 300 is golden. So I'll have to go with the one that was a little lighter than what I wanted because they don't have a neutral shade in between those two shades. And also with the concealer, I do have creasing underneath. So the brow pencil creates sort of that thicker brow look. You're not able to get those skinny strokes, which is okay for some people, but especially now it's sort of trending to have the laminated brow effect, which would be difficult to achieve with this sort of pencil. So I'll be excited for her to come out with something with a skinnier tip and slightly harder, like a little bit more stiff than this. This one's a little too soft, and so it'll make the brows a little fatter than, you know, what I personally would wear. So actually I'll try the lip stain. That's not a bad color for the lip, not bad. And it feels hydrating on the lip. It almost feels as if this product would work better on the lips than on the actual face. It is sort of radiant, it gives that radiant look, but something about the formula emphasized the pores in the whole area that I applied it. So for me, this will work better on the lips than it would in the cheek area, and it's sheer. So see how you can still see the pigmentation in its sheer coverage. So That's it, you guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Have you picked up anything from the line yet? Have you used it? What are your thoughts? Everything I used today will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't have the answers,